I love you too.
Thank you.
Feel better.
Thank you for all that you're doing.
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye.
That's the worst part.
After a couple of days, then they said, well, I'm not sure it was a couple of days or maybe in a couple of weeks. They said, well, they trying to say that the Brookins boy did it. And I was like, and everybody was like, huh? John was never in trouble. Yeah. Never. I don't even think he had a juvenile record. And mostly everybody in our neighborhood had juvenile records. You know what I mean? I'll bet my life on it. And I bet my life on it, that he would never, and you couldn't pay him to do nothing like this. Nothing. He's not that type of kid. It's just sickening.
You had a police department that, if it wasn't all white, it seemed to be. Right. And the victim, Sheila Ginsburg, she was a really typical Levittowner or Bristol Township resident. Bristol Township is still 98% white.
But that's how it was out there. Bristol Township solved what they want to solve. Across that highway, 13, it's every man for itself. You know what I mean? And until something happens to somebody of a different color, then they go all out. You know what I mean? So it's racism in it, prejudice in it. You know what I mean? You know, but it's part of life. You got to deal with it.
That history of a lack of integration informed the trial in 1991 and 92. We had an all-white jury. It was noticeable when someone like John Brookins is put on trial. There's all kinds of inflammatory stuff.
I will never forget it when I heard it and they said that they found a lady like that. And first thing that came out of everybody's mouth was, wow, she really did it. She really did it. And I was like, what do you mean she really did it? They said, man, her and her mom was always going at each other constantly.
The public defender who represented John Brookins, I thought, did a really good job bringing in the voices of the handful of women who said that Sharon had said she had killed her mother. But it felt like no one took them seriously.
In hindsight, during the time that she stayed there with John, he does remember her at times getting dolled up and saying, I'm going out with Al.
But with this situation with this girl, I found out years later that they had a relationship. Some you see in movies, you know what I mean? You never think that happened in a little place like Bristol, but you know, it's ridiculous.
The first few months when I first started to learn about the details and digging into the details of this case, I became angry, and immediately he would hold my hand or put his hand on my hand or my knee and say, no, babe, you have to forgive. We were married November 29th of last year, of 2018. And there we are here. And there he is, showing off his ring.
Johnny is a very unique individual. You want to help him in so many ways because you can see how incredible he would be on the outside. If he's as incredible as he is on the inside, like imagine what he would be able to do with his freedom.
John was a participant in our first yoga teacher training at SCI Graterford in 2016.
Well, when John is released, we will be so happy to work with him on the outside. So we see him in a role of like an ambassador. We'd love to spread this throughout the state of Pennsylvania, and he could be really involved in that charge.
He has that gift of what he does with the health and wellness, the yoga. He can change so many lives just with that alone. Just inspiring people. You can't help being inspired by John's story.
And I believe that one day John will be standing up here with you as well. God bless you.
God bless you too. Because without people like you, I wouldn't be here.